Non so più cosa sono, cosa faccio. Ogni poco sonno di ghiaccio. Ogni donna peggiore calore. Ogni donna mi fa palpitare. Ogni donna mi fa palpitare. Ogni donna. My name is Taylor-Alexis DuPont. I'm from Orlando, Florida, but currently I'm right now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, this is my very first time in ladder leaning competition. I'm honored to be a semi-finalist. When I was looking at the order of things, what was required for this competition, and the nature of it being a very theatrical thing, I wanted to make an overarching story. So I kind of paired them up between basically two joys and two sorrows. It's essentially like a framing of a life between joys and hopes for the promise of life and all that there is to be gotten from that, then getting more and more darker, then ending with waiting for life in a more joyous note. The viol piece, Complain de la Seine, it's not even from a viol theater show. It's just like a cabaret kind of song he wrote, but there's still the drama in it, which is why I love Viol and his work. He is literally that line between like opera and musical theater, which the line really isn't that too drastic, honestly. The piece that I use, it's very operatic in a sense of a story arc and drama and tragedy, but then there's that theatricality to it that if you just sat there and just art song sang the whole thing, it wouldn't be a viol piece. It just wouldn't be right. I mean, his style is so unique, you know, there's no one really like him in that regard. There's so much hidden subtleties that you can't overplay it too much, you know. If you overdo a viol piece, I think it'll be horrendous and awful. You have to play always the subtext underneath it, never straight on, and that's what makes it so beautiful and so special and unique, I think. And then Supper Time by Irving Berlin. Oh, that piece is so beautiful, but it's a very hard piece for me to perform, and it's sad that a lot of it is really relevant now, that it's not that hard to connect to it, but I love that piece, and I'm glad that I get to perform it here. And then the last one is Waiting for Life to Begin, ending on a more joyous note. How it must feel to go racing wherever you please. And it's something I do anyway with opera, but I think this really reinforced it, and it really pushed me a lot in many ways to always place the drama above all. I mean, singing is important and singing is great, but just having a beauty of tone and lyricism without any substance underneath it is, the rude way to say it is, it's boring, but at the heart of it, it doesn't communicate. I think any performance arts is there to communicate a story and to connect with people, especially now as we're communicating via Zoom right now. It's so important to have these visceral communications with a vocal art form like this. And this year, it's heartening to see how we've still continued to try to perform, to try to connect to people. And competitions like this help facilitate that and help young artists like me to still do what we love and to do what we dream to do, you know? It's been a wonderful experience. I feel like I've grown a lot. I pushed myself a lot, uncomfortably so, but all for the better. And I feel like this has been a very life-changing experience.